Greetings, critters. It's Fox here, and welcome to my Burrow of Thoughts, aka my channel where we talk about everything spooky. And today will be a book review of WASP Canyon by Danielle McCrory. So settle into your burrows because things are about to get spooky. A little bit about the plot of WASP Canyon. So there is a woman named Jessica who just lost her father and is grieving that loss very hard, and she is going to see a therapist to try and help herself and get over her grief, and she's slowly slipping further and further away from her happiness, and her therapist decides she needs something positive. So they concoct an activity for her to take on that could be a positive influence in her life, like getting active, such as running. And where does Jessica decide to run? Nowhere else but in Wasp Canyon in Arizona, where she lives. And whilst on a run, she stumbles across something gruesome, and things ensue from there. Okay, so first off, this is Danielle McCrory's first debut novel, and what a way to come out swinging. It is such a good creature feature read. It also has this mystery and thriller element with trying to figure out what the creature is and why it's doing what it's doing, such as coming from Wasp Canyon, its normal stomping grounds, into suburbs and hunting down people. It was great. I loved it. It had the action that you want in a horror that got your heart pumping. It had a little bit of body horror in it, but not enough for me to not recommend this as an introductory to horror book reading. I think it'd be a great introductory book to read if you're looking to get started with horror. It was really good. It does get your heart going, but it's not deterring in any way, shape, or form. And it also had this wonderful main character, Jessica, who is struggling with her grief, and then she becomes this determined, strong woman and ends up doing all this stuff in this book. And the immersive survival story of this, of both grief and fighting for your life to survive, was so good. It was palatable to me. I loved it, and I could feel her heartbreak in regards to her father passing. It was really well written, really well done. The characters were great. The atmosphere was absolutely sensational, with the fact that, you know, it's in the desert in Wasp Canyon, and then all of a sudden he's coming out of the desert into the suburbs. There's two different settings. There's also the fact that tsunami season has something to do with why he's coming out of his stomping grounds. So I really did love that. The pace was amazing. I devoured it in one sitting. I've actually read it two or three times now, and I love it every single time. The creature itself is ambiguous for all of the book. You don't find out till the very end. The ending was awesome. It had me going. I was so pumped at the end, and it really wrapped everything together, and I was super satisfied. But the creature is not only menacing in what he's doing to the people he's hunting, or it's hunting, but it's also extremely clever. It thinks about what it's doing, and it gets people to be vulnerable, and I love that about this creature. It wasn't just a thundering oaf around the canyon. It was something that I would truly be terrified of, and I wasn't expecting it to be what it ended up being. So super happy about that. And all in all, I would have to say that I highly recommend this book. It is, again, a great intro to horror reading. It is a great thriller mystery. Even if you're not into horror, I think you could get by with just the thrills and the mystery of it. And if the little bits of body stuff bugs you, then you just skip over those very short passages. It's all good. So all in all, I'm rating this 5 tails out of 5. I loved it. I loved it. It was great, Danielle. I cannot wait to read more of your work. Seriously, it was so good. Very well thought out, great premise, great story, and really well executed. executed. Thank you so much for writing it and allowing me to enjoy it so much. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Well, critters, that's all from this Den of Fright. I love and I appreciate you all so, so, so much. You mean the whole wide and wild wilderness to me. You really do. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, stay cozy and stay spooky. Bye.